Hey guys, welcome back to another LOTR TCG video from Library of Orthonc, LOTR TCG YouTube channel. Today I've got just a little instructional video for you guys. I know some people have asked me about this. I thought that a bunch of people might find it helpful though. And this is, I just want to talk to you guys about sleeving. Which may seem like a boring topic, but with the value of LOTCG cards, especially the foils or the later set cards, really going up, really since pandemic and since then staying pretty stable, it's really important to protect your investments if you are going to be playing with these cards. Which I do. So I want to show you guys what I do, give you little tips on it. Obviously, whatever works best for you, certainly do, but just want to kind of show you guys what I do myself. So got a couple things here to show you. First off, on over here, I've just got a couple extra foils that I'm not using in decks right now. And over here, then I've got a couple virtual cards that I'm just getting ready to add to a deck that I'm using those for. So just want to show you basically how I go about my sleeving process. So what I use are KMC Hypermat sleeves. These are very nice. They're manufactured in Japan. By no means you have to use those. Dragon Shield's another great brand. Ultra Pro is pretty good too. I find those tear a little more, but again, another decent national brand. But get a nice outer sleeve. And then the other thing you want to typically look for is a perfect fit sleeve. So a perfect fit sleeve is just like a penny sleeve, except for they're designed specifically to go just around the outside of the card very tightly so that you can put it in to the outer sleeve. So these will be the inner, these are the outer. But let me just walk you through this. And again, just to kind of show you kind of a close-up of this sleeve, just clear on the front, and then this nice matte finish on the back. These are very durable. I've never had one tear. And like I said, generic sleeves or Ultra Pros I have had tear, but these are the great ones to use. But find what brand works best for you. What I want to show you is just kind of if you just kind of use a single sleeve like this, what can happen over time because the top is exposed here and there's no protection for the top of the card. What can happen here, just using this Morgul Brute as an example to show you guys, you can get scratches, you can get nicks in the top, you'll get little residue, dust, dirt, dead skin, and then some of this can't come off, or it's just permanent damage to the card. So you'll notice, kind of the play wear that can occur on a card like this if you just single sleeve it. So that's why the double sleeving is so important, especially for foils. So set that aside. So let me show you like this nice Gandalf Manager of Wizards that I just got recently. Nice foil there. Want to keep that as a nice card. So what we do actually is we turn him upside down and put him into the perfect fit sleeve, like so. Then you have that. And so then your opening is actually going to be on the bottom. But then what you do is you take it with the outer sleeve and put it in just like a regular card. And voila, you've got a nice, fully protected, and again, even if you get in the top, you've got the hard sleeve on the inside to protect the top there. So no damage is going to happen there. If it does, it's just going to happen to the sleeve. So that's kind of what I do with the cards for all of my decks, just like that. Then with the virtual cards, and I'll just kind of show you again that process a couple more times here. There's a Corsair Marauder, again, upside down into the perfect fit, and then push it in to the full. Now what I'm going to show you too is once you get a stack of these, there actually is going to be some air built up inside of them that you're going to want to squeeze out. So I will show you how to do that at the end of the video here. But let me just do a few more of these for you guys so that, and sometimes it is pretty tight. You want to be careful with them, like you see there. But I'll show you at the end kind of just what you do once you get a stack of them. And it is a little harder to do, of course, on camera where I'm looking through a lens right now to do this. So yeah, there's kind of those four. Now with virtual cards, all I do with this is I get some junk cards. These ones happen to just be common cards from Shadows, which are very plentiful. So I just get any card to use as a back. And then this is a Boromir Redeemed virtual card that I'm adding to a deck. So you kind of see the V down there in the corner. And so we kind of do the same thing, just stack the paper right on top of the card and just put the whole thing in, just like we do with a regular card. And then insert that in. So it's really the same process. And I've obviously already pre-cut these, pre-printed and pre-cut these, but that's the other thing you need to do, of course, is you just print a sheet of these from the Players Committee, Players Council, excuse me, and set them up like so, get them all cut out, and then you do your sleeving. So, and these have sharp corners. If you really want, you can cut the corners down, but I find that I just like to keep the sharp corners on. But if you really want to have that rounded card edge, you can cut the corners off. And so just to kind of show you then, here's a stack of the cards. We've got the virtual cards, got the foils, but let me just kind of show you a side view of these now. You can see there's some air built up in there. They're not flush with each other. So what you're going to want to do actually is set them on a hard surface, hold down the top of the card, and what you'll see too is when you do that, very much so, you can see the air that's trapped in there. So you're going to want to hold down the top surface and then push on the bottom surface to let that air out, and then just kind of press on the whole thing. And what you'll see now is we got a perfectly flush, thin stack of cards. So this is going to add some thickness to your deck, but again, if you're serious about protecting the cards, it's really the only option is, getting a double sleeve on it. So you can see here now, very nicely put together. And just to kind of let you guys know, like I said, if you do, what I'm going to show you here is a 70 card deck, so 35 for each side, as well as a sight path on the back there. And so you end up with a pretty thick stack here. And then always you can get a little bit of air in it, but pretty good overall. So that's just showing you guys, there's a deck I'm going to be doing a video on. Got your ring bearer and your ring. I use gold for those. And then you've got your deck here. I use black for that. Like I said, I've got really big hands, so I can manage this, but for some people, a 70 card deck would be a bit unwieldy with these double sleeves, but definitely what you want to have for the protection. So you got that there, and then you got your sight path. And like I said, I always use gray for the sight path just to separate it out. So hopefully, guys, that's a nice, helpful instructional video for you, just to kind of see what I do with the sleeves, why you might want to do it. If anyone has any questions for me, just let me know in the comments. But hopefully this was a nice seeing, here's how you might protect your foils, as well as here's how you might, play with some virtual cards and kind of the difference in the sleeve types. You'll see here too, this is just this was the matte sleeves, which are really nice for shuffling. This is just a standard shiny sleeve because you can't get the matte ones in gold. But you can kind of see the difference there. This might look more like a standard sleeve that you're used to seeing. And that's just for my ring and my ring bearer, so I don't care so much. But definitely for shuffling and for play, the matte is definitely a good texture. So, well, thanks, guys, for staying tuned. Hopefully this video was helpful to someone. Like I said, not looking to sell a specific brand of sleeves or anything like that, but definitely trying to encourage you guys to sleeve up your cards. And certainly if you have, like I said, those valuable ones, whether it be foils, whether it be cards from later sets, really get those into double sleeves. So that's the big takeaway from this video is do some kind of perfect fit type situation where you put that sleeve in the inside card, create that vacuum, place the sleeve upside down, create that vacuum. I will say there are some of these perfect fit sleeves that are side loading. I'm not as big of a fan of those myself, but I know some people like the side loading ones. But I do just the standard sleeve upside down and in, like I showed you. And I've had really good results with it. Like I said, I've never had one of these outer sleeves tear and never seen any noticeable damage to any of my cards. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you like videos like this. I'm happy to share more of these kind of collection protection insight videos with you. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.